Hey, Clark. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello. I'm talking. Hi, Norm. It's not working.
Hey, Clark, how you doing?
Good. Joanne's was connected and then went in and came back. He's coming back.
I'm on my iPhone today. Hey, I took your advice on that. You mentioned that restaurant that you and Janet went to, that the Fort Kitchen.
Yeah.
We're gonna try that out Saturday night. Is it? Did you have? Was that good?
Oh yeah, love it.
It's excellent. Excellent.
Is it? Did they have a patio that they use,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. You go into Fork restaurant, and then they take you around at the back, and you go into race day. So
Good.
into the patio. It's really nice, and their food is great.
Looking forward to it.
You'll spend more on the wine than you will on the food, though.
Really?
Well, there's two types of pairings. They have a one is a classic, and then there's a one upgrade. But you can just order a bottle of wine if you want.
That's what we did. We just ordered by the bottle, but we still spent more money. We ended up drinking so much wine, we still spent more on wine than we did on the food.
So did we.
The corking fee, I think, is like $24. So.
Yeah, I mean they're a wine place, so they're really not trying to get you to bring your own wine.
I think I just lost you.
It's a great spot, though.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice to have another nice place in Lincoln to go to.
Yes, it is.
I think I lost your video here. I'm going to have to go back and see. I'm on my iPhone, so.
Yeah, I think you swipe left or right or something. Somebody told me to turn those things on. I don't know.
Let me go back.
Not sure.
I'm going to rejoin you here in just a minute.
Do we have a speaker?
It's John Quigley again.
He's that's right. He's doing the dart.
He's going to talk about the properties. Yeah.
Great. I'm interested in that.
Joanne, I might have to leave a little bit. I've got to leave at 10 minutes to 1.
Okay.
So maybe I'll turn it over to you. It's still going.
Okay. I can co-share the screen, or it'll be okay.
Well, maybe I should email you his PowerPoint just in case. But I think if I leave my computer on,
yeah, you probably.
That'll work. I think he'll be done by then.
Well, I think you can set it up so that anybody can share.
Yes, but you'd have to have his presentation to share. I'm going to email it to you real quick.
Yeah, just email it. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. I'll just forward what he sent me.
Okay. Hi, Paul.
Well, hi, Joanne. Hi.
Hello, Paul.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you guys. Norm, you're looking good.
Paul. How you doing?
I'm doing well, and the knee is back normal.
How's the knee?
It's getting real close. I'm ready to go dancing.
Okay. All right.
That's great.
That first dance.
He's not going to dance with you, Paul.
Oh.
No, I got somebody else I'd rather dance with than you.
Oh, really?
See?
Okay. All right. I'll wait.
We'd be an odd couple if we sing dancing together.
I'm always an odd couple. You should see Gail and me. By the way, Norm, Gail just had a hip replacement.
Oh, she did. How's she doing?
And we actually went to Jameson first. Well, secondly, but she ended up going with a Dr. Mamone over at Sutter for the hip replacement. But we love Jameson too.
I was real happy with Jameson. He did a very good job.
He's a
great Kimberly.
Guy. Hi.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you guys too. I miss everybody.
Yeah, we haven't had you on here for a while, so you've been busy.
I've had an employee out, so I was the only one in the office for the last couple weeks.
Oh, is she back now?
Yes,
Well, that's a good thing.
it is. It is.
Hello, Chris
I was
Wyatt.
able to just take a lunch. It made me happy.
No, that's good. How are you, Chris?
Good, thank you.
Hello, Joanne.
Hi, John.
Hey, John.
Glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here too.
We're gonna throw darts at you.
Exactly, you can. All the way through.
John, you and I are glad to be anywhere, John.
Amen.
Hi, Alan.
Good afternoon. Good morning still. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
How is
Somebody told me
everybody?
once, every day above ground's a good day.
That's right.
Why is
That's-
that?
And Kathleen's here,
Kathleen is here, my guest.
the boss.
The one that does all the work.
And our illustrious erstwhile president.
Hello,
Hey, Brian.
how are you?
There he is.
Hi. I'm
Brian's in the car.
actually in my car and I'm in between appointments right now. So my apologies for the view. I'm trying to figure this out. I
Hi,
don't know.
Jerry.
Asking.
Hello.
You're home. You guys are home.
We are. We're leaving right after this.
Wow. Well, thank you for waiting
Sque-
till after the meeting.
You
And,
squeezed us in, huh?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
oh, just to Lake Almanor.
Ah.
Kids are coming up.
Hi, Graciela. How are you?
Hello.
How's your how's your mouth?
Much better. I can talk and I'm nice and smooth again.
Good. Wow.
And there's Jan. Hi, Jan.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Jan.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Jan. How you doing?
Just fine, thank you so much.
Good to see everyone. Wow. All right. We'll give a couple more minutes. It's still just before 12 right now. So are you our greeter today, Joanne, or are you just
I don't know. I just
She's the
like to say
perpetual
hello.
greeter.
Yes,
She's
yeah,
the
yeah.
perpetual
Like to say hello
greeter.
to everybody. I miss
That's
everybody.
nice.
Great. It's good to see some faces I haven't seen for a couple of weeks too.
Daryl and Linda.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Linda.
I have 1 minute to go.
And I think that Daryl's only there because Linda said, yes, you can take a break from all of the housework.
It's not the housework. It's we're getting there. It's looking good.
Good.
I have some-
Brian,
I'm not so sure I was gonna live through it, but
Yes,
can
Paul.
I just pass on a big hello from Vic Freeman? I just talked to him this morning.
Oh, good.
Saying hi
Fantastic.
to everybody. He must.
Oh, great.
Great.
Good.
Good to hear.
And I do have an
And-
update from Diane Deerdorf. I just talked to her about 20 minutes ago, but I'll wait till we get everybody on or till we're ready
Okay.
to go.
Hi,
All right,
Daryl.
sounds good. Hey, Clark.
Yeah.
When you do these, the most I can get is like 12 people on at once. Is there a way to get everyone's smiling face on that's connected via video?
Yeah, I mean, on my computer screen, I can see like 25 per screen, and then there's an arrow on the side you push, and it shoots you over to the other screen so you can see like if there's 50 people.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I'm on an iPad and I don't see that.
Well, we have
option here.
16 on right now, and I can see all of them
Wow, nice.
on my
Yeah,
computer.
because I know for me, I go to participants and then quickly scroll through who's on. But okay, well I'll try and use the home computer next time. That's if Aaron lets me use it.
They're all looking good. They're all looking good too, Brian. You better get
Well,
a bigger screen.
Yeah, that's exactly why I want to do it. We got such a good looking club. I hate to miss out on it.
And for what it's worth, for Brian and John, I do have to leave at about 10 minutes to 1.
Okay.
I've got this temporary crown, which I broke again, and I got to go to the dentist. And the only time he could get me in there is 1. I've emailed Joanne the presentation. I'll take it as far as I can, but if she needs to take over.
Yeah,
then-
I'm just opening it up right now, so I got it.
I think
Great.
we may be able to finish before 10 to 1, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
we
John's
may.
not very long-winded.
That's right.
so.
Wait, is that the truth?
Oh, yeah. But the question is, did Kathleen put together the presentation that makes it go long?
Uh-huh.
Because I think she did this one too, right, John?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's
And she's
mean.
on somewhere. I don't see
So,
her.
Clark, if you have a temporary clown, are you a temporary king?
Absolutely.
That's funny.
Very temporary.
Very temporary.
Oh, good one. Good one. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
I'll be
Hey,
permanent on September 24th, I think, or 28th, something like that.
Okay.
Jerry
Okay.
Harner, hi there.
Hi, Jerry.
You're mute.
Oh.
You're muted.
No,
Hello,
no.
Barbara.
Yeah.
Hi, Joanne.
And hi, Carol.
Hi,
Welcome.
Joanne.
Nice to see you.
And there's Barbara. Hello, Barbara.
Hello
And
to everybody.
Wow. Nice.
Mr. Richard Wisdom Pearl.
Yeah.
Hello.
That's it. Pearls of wisdom. Absolutely.
Pearls of wisdom.
And Barbara D. Batiste. Hi. Hello.
Yes. Hi, Barbara.
I think she's
Barb, you're muted.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's
now you're
muted.
okay.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and get started? Hey, Jerry, would you mind doing the pledge, please?
You bet.
Thank
Please
you.
join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Flag
of the
United States of America.
and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation,
God,
under God, indivisible, with
liberty and for all.
justice
For all.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much, Jerry. I appreciate it. Hey, Barbara, would you mind doing the four-way test? You're muted.
I guess this helps, huh?
There we go.
I did really well, so you, okay. That's the test. Would you join me, please, in the four-way test of all the things we say, think, and do? Number 1.
Is it the
Is
truth?
it the truth?
And number 2.
Is it
Is
fair?
it
Fair to all
concerned?
concerned.
Number 3.
Will it build goodwill and better friendship?
And number 4.
Will it be
Will it be
Beneficial.
beneficial to all concerned?
Concerned. And our best one is, will
Will
we?
it be fun?
Be fun.
Yes.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, both Jerry and Barbara. Alan, do you have a poem for us today?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Okay, the poem is entitled With Eyes Wide Open. Rose petals fell about them as they recited their vows. 4 years later, their 3-year-old son, holding his diaper in hand, screamed, "Mommy, Daddy, I'm potty trained." Love is all around us. Their teenage daughter volunteered at an assisted living home. As she smiled and chatted with the elderly residents, their faces glowed. Love is all around us. He walked down his street greeting neighbors working in their gardens and reading the Sunday paper on their porches, and it seemed to him there was no place better to be than on the street where I live. 3 kids sped up and down the sidewalk on their scooters in front of her house, while 2 others tossed a football back and forth. She marveled at all the youthful energy and felt she had been given a wonderful gift, watching children play on the street where I live. A great man was laid to rest today, a loving husband and father of 2 children, an architect of note and a community leader and fundraiser. Thoughtful and caring, he was loved by all. Gone, but not forgotten. Sold to the highest bidder, her childhood home demolished, taking away the landmark commemorating her youth, a special time in her life. Gone, but not forgotten. She was the girl of his dreams. He loved her and she him. But she went to college 3,000 miles away and their lives separated. Now, 10 years later, at their high school reunion, the opportunity arose to give Love a second chance. The wind blew through her hair as she awaited the sound of the starter's gun to begin the 100-meter championship race, the same race she lost last year. Her heart beat out of control as she embraced the good fortune she had received. And with eyes wide open, she knew she had been given a second chance. Thank you.
Very nice.
Very nice, Alan. Very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Okay. All right. Any visiting Rotarians today? I don't see anyone on the list here, so okay. Any guests? I don't see guests. Does anyone have a guest with them by any chance?
My wife is a guest, Kathleen.
Okay. Hi, Kathleen. And then birthdays. Birthdays. Any birthdays today? No. Anniversaries. No anniversaries. Am I muted?
No, you're not.
No. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So no birthdays, anniversaries. Couple quick things from my end. In things that happen on this day in history. So in 1838, Frederick Douglass escaped slavery on this day, and he was disguised as a sailor, and that's how he escaped. Also in 1777, the U.S. flag was actually flown in battle for the first time in the American Revolutionary War. And then the final thing I have, in 1967, today was the final episode of What's My Line by host John.
Wow.
And I'm assuming, because I know I remember watching that show, and I'm assuming some of you have too. So based on that reaction, I think so.
Absolutely.
I thought that was a fun show to watch. I enjoy it. All right. So, anyone want to share anything that is going on for them? Any happy happenings?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay, Joanne.
It involves Linda and Daryl.
Ah.
Yeah. Well, I got a call yesterday from my dentist because I had Linda and Daryl to my dentist, and evidently I didn't know this, but they have a drawing for any referrals, and you get a prize. And I got lucky and won the prize.
All right.
And the prize is a $150 credit with my dentist.
Wow, that's a nice, that's a nice prize. Very
I
nice.
was pretty pleased with that.
Yeah.
They go down and they took a picture and
Does
little
that mean
frame.
we split that? Do we split that?
Yeah.
How's that work?
We have to talk about that.
No, you just have to refer somebody.
And your dentist will get it back, believe me.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Oh, anyone else?
Brian,
yes,
happy happening is just I talked to Diane Deerdorf about 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
And our friend Art made it through the surgery that he had. He had open heart surgery, aortic valve replacement, and he had 3 coronary arteries bypassed on September 1st. So that was 2 days ago on Tuesday. And he's doing very well. He's still in ICU, but I guess that's because they don't have a bed to put him someplace else. Otherwise, they would have moved him out. And she said he's doing very well.
He's probably already making website updates.
Yeah. Probably so.
Yeah.
I'm shocked he's not on the video. I'm shocked he's
Yeah,
not on
me
the
too.
Zoom today.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Anyway, so things went very well, and it looks like he's, and he's going to be in the hospital another 3 to 5 days, and then be home. So, but yeah, everything went as well as they could have possibly expected.
Wow, great,
That's
great.
great.
Thank you very much for that update, Clark. What hospital is he in?
He's in Sacramento, Sutter in Sacramento.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. I had a friend of mine who had some issues the other day with his heart. Went into the emergency here at Sutter in Roseville and was there most of the night before they could actually admit him. and they found out he had some inflammation in his heart. But it was pretty scary for him for a while, and they couldn't admit him because they said they had nowhere to put him.
That happened with Steve Archer, who
Is that right?
passed. He had a massive heart attack. They took him there, and because of the construction, they only had one room where they could examine him and do the what's the diagnostic? Anyway, and there was a patient in there, and so he died waiting to go into that room.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh.
that is crazy.
Oh.
That sounds like a
know.
lawsuit to me.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why they wouldn't
Wow.
have maybe taken him to Kaiser. It's not that far away.
My God.
Yeah. So what's really weird is our first thought the other night was that it was due to like COVID patients. But in the case of Steve, it was specific to the construction. And now it makes me wonder if that's what happened the other night as well.
I would think so.
Wow. How bizarre. You can almost kind of grasp it in your mind when it's due to the fact that they're full because they have so many people. But to say, oh, we're under construction, that's a weird one. Sorry, I shouldn't go off on a rant on that. But
So don't have a heart.
Yeah,
like-
good advice.
I would like to offer a happy dollar and a happy experience. Much like we've been discussing, I rode in the ambulance to Sutter Emergency thinking I was perhaps having a heart attack the other evening. And after 6 lovely hours in the ER, learned that it was acid reflux. And if I had just had some Pepto-Bismol, I wouldn't have had to make the trip. But since then, I've had many tests, including the stress test. Everything has come out just peachy keen. So I'm now keeping a bottle of Pepto-Bismol in my refrigerator. It's the first time I've experienced heartburn, I guess.
Oh.
And it was nothing. So
That's worth a happy buck.
you bet.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Congratulations.
Ooh. So a couple days ago, Jared, what day was that?
Actually, it was a week ago Wednesday. I was
Okay.
not with you last Thursday because I was having
As a-
some tests done.
Okay.
Wow.
Excuse me,
I also had
I'm breaking in just a minute, Joanne. Can you please? I got to take Sandy to the doctor, but I wanted to announce that tomorrow I'll have a birthday, so you can celebrate birthdays.
All right. All right.
Happy birthday, Bill.
Thank you.
Thanks to your parents, we have a birthday to celebrate.
Yeah.
Check's in the mail.
Say hi to Sandy.
I shall. Thank you.
Yes, please do. Okay.
Well, I was just going to give
All right.
a little update. I had a opportunity. I talked to Pete Walker yesterday.
Yes.
He's doing okay. It's been a long haul with prostate cancer. And he's kind of lonely, so if anybody wants to give him a call, might be an idea. I didn't say that, but anyway.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Also, Brian, this is Paul here. So even though Art is apparently he's still in ICU, he is doing emails. He replied to my email this morning, so he's back on it already.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
Anybody can send him an email.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, let's all bombard him with emails.
Yeah. Good.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for that. Anyone else?
Hey, Brian, where are you?
I am in my car. You need to know specifically where I am?
I'm just kind of curious.
Here, I'll show you. I am out by the gym. I'm in West Roseville off of Blue Oaks Boulevard.
Okay.
Because after this, I'm going to do a quick workout and then get back to work.
No. Okay, that sounds good.
Brian,
Yes.
we can give you a little bit of update. Yesterday, we talked to Dan Johnson,
Okay.
former president, and his
Yes.
and they're doing fine. They're trying to lay low to not get sick. They're pretty much just seeing family and doing a little bit of camping, and that's what they're doing, but they're doing fine.
Oh, good. Good. Yeah, that's good to hear. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. And yeah, I got to go camping this past weekend. We went up to Siskiyou Lake. And I'd never been there before. What was really cool about it was the lake level was still high enough, so we got a chance to splash around in it, which was fun for all of us, including the kids. But what was really cool is that campground sits at the base of Mount Shasta. So it's a really neat view of the mountain. And then I just got out of a client meeting right before I jumped on this call with a guy who just in March hiked Mount Shasta. And as most of you probably know, it's 14,162 feet or something like that. And so he told me all about it, got me excited. And who knows, I may try that someday. But definitely was a nice location. It was a little long kind of a drive for a weekend camping trip. It was like 3.5 hours, but a lot of fun. Really nice campground if anyone is ever interested in doing some camping up that way.
It's beautiful.
Yes, yes. And the air quality was it was a little hazy, but you could see the entire mountain, which was cool. Yeah. All right. Anyone else?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Kim. She helped me lay my husband to rest at Manzanita Cemetery last Friday, and it was just very much appreciated. And we actually had a very peaceful, and it's probably crazy to say fun, but we did. We told stories and just had a good time. But I thank Kim for getting me through that and just being there and supporting our family.
Thank you for letting me be part of it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, very nice, Chris. Okay, anyone else have anything they want to talk about before we move on to committee reports? No? Okay. Richard, I know you're on. Do you have any World Services update?
Nothing to report at this time.
Okay. All right. How about Kimberly? Actually, Kimberly, where are you? That's more interesting than where I'm at.
Isn't that a pretty background?
Yeah, very nice.
That's
Yeah.
just a background. That stops you from seeing my empty walls where I don't have my baseball pictures on yet. They'll get there someday.
Okay. So do you have any updates for us from community services?
No, not as of yet. We're gonna, we'll be able to start on the senior center as soon as things loosen up. But as of right now, everything is so tight down. I'm sure we'll have another salt mine coming up because we do that quarterly. But other than that, it's been pretty quiet on the community service front.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Chris, anything?
I actually have a lot of things to talk about. Number one, the school district and the Foundry are going to be working together. I know some Rotarians are already signed up to be tutors with the Foundry, and they have such a unique program that we just thought, why are we trying to reinvent the wheel? So with tutoring, you can just go to the Foundry, their website, and sign up, and then kids will come on and find a time and a day that they fill in, and they will get tutoring done. And they're doing one-on-one tutoring, but they're also going to be doing remote tutoring. And we're looking at setting up kind of a pod idea so that a small group of kids can work together. So I am very excited about that.
Yeah.
Scott Lehman, our superintendent, gave a town hall meeting last night that over 400 parents joined us. And we are excited that we are probably, I keep my fingers crossed because you never know what's going to happen, but we're hoping that schools are going to be open before the end of September. They are working very diligently on making sure that we have all the safety features, testing centers, all of that, so that the kids are safe and we can move forward, as well as the teachers. I just want to give you a little great story. Last spring, when we were starting to go through this and we were able to have the COVID monies that Joanne and I were researching and finding places that we could help people out. And through the school district, we did a lot. But there was one young man from Phoenix High School that his family was struggling. They were not able to make it month by month, and we gave them $300 a month for 3 months. That young man, thanks to that money, and this is from Phoenix, that relieved him from having to take on a third job to help his family out. And he successfully was able to graduate from Phoenix last June. So
Terrific.
we're very excited about that.
Wow.
And even though this is not under youth, I just want to thank everybody for giving me speaker suggestions, so that so far we're all the way through October into November with speakers, and many to get connected and set up dates for them. So that's my report.
Wow, great, great. Well, thank you. Yes, thanks to everyone. And thank you again, Chris, for taking on that speaker program. Really appreciate that. That helps out a lot.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Are we done with so far with any more internet access, or is there anything hanging out there?
You know, we
Got
just
lost in the shuffle.
Well, we didn't get lost in the shuffle, but when you look at hotspots, and they poured out $49,000 in hotspots, our end of it is pretty well taken care of, because district has taken care of the rest of it. I think everybody's okay right now.
Okay, so one reason I'm really asking is at some point we need to apply for our district grant money if that's over. So
Right.
whenever you think it's over and we're probably done, or if it's really just minor, then we could just
I
go.
will double check. Yeah.
Okay, great, thanks. That's a great story about the Phoenix kid.
Yes. Yeah.
One thing, Brian, I just want everybody to know that next week we are having our former RYE students. They will be speaking. So if you want to see Sina, and I don't know how far back some of you go, but I am super excited about having some of our exchange students that haven't talked to in a long time, and they're all on board. It's going to be
Is Ken Tuda going to be on?
Yes.
Oh, great. Beatrice?
Yes.
Yeah, terrific.
Wow.
From many moons ago.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that. And Chris, quick question on the young man from the Phoenix High School.
Huh?
Did I hear you correctly? He was working 3 different jobs to help his family through things?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Impressive young man,
Yeah.
huh? Wow. That's a great story. So thank you. Thank you for that. And do you want to talk a minute about the Cornerstone project? Do you want to give an update on that next week?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No problem. No problem.
Thanks.
Yeah. Karen, how about fundraising?
This week we signed a contract with our auctioneer for our virtual gala in Friday, February 25th or 26th, whatever.
26.
Thank you, 26. I should have it in my brain. So what we're looking for is for you to figure out all the friends and relatives you're going to invite to this, and also what kind of item you can provide for a silent auction or live auction too, but we're looking mainly for silent auction items. That's it, Brian.
Right. Thank you very much, Karen. and I don't see Claire on today. I want to see how things are progressing with the ability for us to maybe have a social at a winery here in October. So we'll keep you posted on that. Any other committee reports?
Hey, Brian, if I can go back to Happy Bucks for a second, I forgot to mention that I'm now writing a twice-a-month column for the Lincoln News Messenger called City Hall Beat, and it's about going on in City Hall events, what the council is doing, what's happening in City Hall as it impacts the city. And I've had 2 columns already. The first one was called The City We Call Home, and that's about the overall concept of what's going on in the city. A lot of people don't even know, I'm sure, that we're moving to a district election this year. The second one, which just came out today, is called The City Organization. It's an overview of the complexity of the city. And I'm working on another one for the 3rd edition, which is on explosive growth in Lincoln, and I'm keying in on the 12 Bridges development and how that came into being. I had a meeting yesterday with Mike Lee, who was part of the partnership, and bringing it over here. It's a fascinating story. Hong Kong money. It's pretty interesting. And then talking about the other types of major players that have made Lincoln really basically what it is today. So it's as I said, it's every other week, called City Hall Beat, and it's a lot of fun to write.
That's terrific.
Ideas, about that. Take a look at it. Shoot the ideas over to me. I've got a list of about 18 topics that I'm planning on writing on at one time or another. With Lincoln, there's always something to write about. So
I'd like to piggyback on that. Richard, being modest as he is known to be, successfully completed a challenging course by the California Municipal Treasurers Association, and has his certified investment analyst label, and did a great job. Thanks, Richard.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah, actually, it was a more work than I anticipated, frankly. And it was like going back to grad school. I thought about this. It was the hardest work. The last time I worked this hard on school work was 55 years ago in grad school. So, yeah.
Was the 5th grade?
Invoking that muscle memory, huh?
Well, it ain't a trophy, I'll tell you. I mean, I didn't like statistics when I took it 55 years ago. So
good for you.
Great. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Couple of quick things from me. One is a reminder of the golf tournament for those who are interested on the 21st of September at Sierra View. Let me know if you have anyone. So I had 2 people drop out from one of my foursomes. So if you have anyone that is interested, I've got 2 spots open with a foursome I've got put together. And then next week, we might end up being a little long next week, and I apologize, but it was my fault for not mentioning this prior to Chris until recently, which is our DG visit is supposed to be next week. So Brent will be joining us on the call, as well as the Area 2, I don't even know what her title is.
Assistant District Governor.
Yeah, thank you. So, yes, so she'll be joining us as well. Thank you. And then a quick update on Susan Elliott. So Susan Elliott, as most of you know, moved to Arizona. She's involved in the Oro Valley, Arizona Sunrise Club there. So I reached out to the president. Susan did a lot of work for us, not only when she was here, but most recently helped us regroup on the club treasury and reviewed everything going back to January and got things squared away up through July. And so what we decided as the board last week is we're going to look to present her with a Paul Harris Award from points that we have, and get her a plant or flowers or something like that. So her president is ready. He knows it's going to be a surprise. So once we've got that all worked out, I'll let you know what date that is. That anyone that wants to join us can join us on their Zoom call so that we can do a presentation to her and a big thank you for all the work that you did. Clark, you're holding something up, and I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. This is the Paul Harris Fellow Recognition Transfer Request Form. I have it ready. I have Susan's member number. If you could send me the club president's name and address,
yep,
if you could get that, I can send this in. And I think instead of taking this out of the club points, I'm going to reach out to a couple of members that just have buku bucks. They've got buku points, and
Take some from me. Take
What's
some
that?
from me. Take some from me.
Okay, well,
I'll have to.
yeah, I mean, there's a couple others. I mean, they have like literally over 8,000 points each.
Okay.
So just brutal amount of points. So I don't think we'll need to take it out of the club. We'll get, yeah, I'll split it amongst a few folks.
Okay, yeah, so on that point then, thank you, Clark, for doing that. And then anyone who wants to donate some points to this, if you can just reach out to Clark directly to work through that. Thank you very much for anyone that can do that. I appreciate it. And I'm very excited. And of course, the guy's name is Dave Brown, the president of the club she's in, and he immediately said, oh yeah, she hit the ground running there. Even though they're still on Zoom as well, but they're excited to have her. And I know was, in my opinion anyway, it was a big loss for us because she's very, very engaged, very energetic. The other thing is, what was it? I had something else I didn't have written down, and now I forget what it is. So.
Brian,
yes.
Susan Elliott, this is Jan. Susan was my mentor. I will never forget her wonderful help in helping me join the club and learn about it and everything. And I'd love to be in on the Zoom call.
Great, yeah. And so I'd like anyone that can join on whatever day it ends up being. Anyone that can join, especially if you have something to say, that would be great. So we'll get some information out as soon as we know the details on it. So thank you for that, Jan. All right, yeah, that's all I have for right now. Oh no, yes.
Brian, I'm sorry, because I said that next week was RYE and then you said that it was district governor. So I told a little lie. The RYE kids will be in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're not done.
Well, good. And I appreciate you helping me through that because I didn't realize just this whole DG visit is new to me. And I thought it would just show up and sit there, but evidently.
No.
They didn't cover that in pets? My goodness.
They didn't cover that?
Well, I hate to say I might sleep at that point. Not that pets was boring. Not that pets was boring. It just they're long days. Anyway, so thank you.
And long
Chris.
nights.
Yes.
Longer nights.
And what was very interesting, we were all there as all this COVID stuff started. So it was a constant, should we even be here? You know, bumping elbows only, all that sort of thing. And, I heard any follow-up. It wasn't a big deal. All right. So with all that said, the one final thing I want to leave with before we get to John, and that is I want to try and do some things that are different in these meetings. Last thing I would want is for everyone to get bored with the format. And so I want to try and mix things up a little bit. And so what I'd like is if anyone has any ideas, please send them to me via email. Let's not do that on the call here, but via email, send me any of your ideas so we can mix things in. I was actually planning on doing something today, but I couldn't get back home in time in order to do it. So I'll save that for later. But anything that you can think of that we should look at doing, anything you'd like to try, again, I want to try and change it up a little bit just so we don't get bored. Going through the same format and putting people to sleep. Alan? I'm sorry, I called you out and you were just looking down. So sorry about that. Please do that. Anything you'd want to see, and we'll try and work that in. All right, with that said, why don't we go ahead and I know Chris introduced John last week. I think we all know him. So if it's okay, we'll just go right to John. Unless you had something specific that you wanted to say, Chris.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Then I'll turn it over to John. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you. Thank you all. Okay, I think next slide, please. Maybe you should go back. Go back one. Okay. Today we're going to hear about the LRC Properties, Inc. Of course, we're here in Lincoln, California. Next slide. The organization of the Lincoln Rotary entities. The Lincoln Rotary Club, LRC, was established in 1925 and became a 501c4 unincorporated association at a later date under the Rotary International umbrella. The Lincoln Rotary Club Foundation, LRCF, was established in 2005 as a nonprofit 501c3. The LRC Properties, Inc., LRCP, was established in the current year, 2020, as a nonprofit 501c2 and is a subsidiary of the Lincoln Rotary Club Foundation. Next one, please. Next slide. The purpose of LRC Properties, Inc. The LRC Properties, Inc. is organized exclusively for the purpose of managing and holding title to properties for the Lincoln Rotary Club Foundation. Next slide, please. Robert Samuel Dart. Robert Dart, a native of Lincoln, California, was born April 10, 1925. He served in World War II, was active in the Native Sons of the Golden West, the American Legion, and the Lincoln Volunteer Fire Department. Robert was a member of the Lincoln Rotary Club. He was the Lincoln postmaster until he retired in 1980. He will be remembered for his keen sense of humor, his kindness, and his love of dancing. After his retirement, he became a cattle rancher on the Big Bend Ranch in Lincoln. Robert died September 11, 2019, at the age of 94. Next slide, please. The Dart Trust named the Lincoln Rotary Club the beneficiary of 5 houses and 6 vacant lots in Lincoln and 1 house in Marysville. The bequest also includes the Big Bend Ranch in Lincoln. This bequest is subject to a life estate on this property. Title to the ranch will not pass to the LRCP until the life estate ends. There is also an additional $22,000 from the sale of stock, which is owing from the trust. Next slide, please. Organization of the LRC Properties, Inc. Fall of 2019. Lincoln Rotary Club was notified of the Dart bequest. Gerald Scott, then LRC president, formed the Dart Committee to determine the best approach to taking title to the properties. The Dart Committee members were Daryl, Art, Jerry, John, Brian, and Howard Stagg. In the winter of 2019, the group retained the foundation group to write the bylaws, write the articles of incorporation, apply to the IRS and the Franchise Tax Board for nonprofit status, which is pending. Spring, summer of 2020, this really is continuing the operation of the LRCP, established banking and accounting systems, purchased insurance, continued with the DART Trust property manager, and the LRCP continues to meet monthly to manage the properties. Next slide, please. Management of the DART properties. In winter of 2019, assumed management of the properties in cooperation with the DART Trust property manager until the title transfer, which is still pending. As of November 2019, 5 of the 6 properties were rented. Spring, summer of 2020, net rents for those 5 properties, this is a period of September 2019 through April 2020, was received in the amount of $24,215. Effective May 2020, rents were paid to and expenses were paid by the LRCP. The vacant property has been repaired and rented as of June 2020 at 790 C Street, Lincoln. Presently, all 6 properties are rented. Trustee accounting and pending court procedures have caused delays in taking title, as I mentioned earlier, some COVID-19 related. LRCP will make at least 1 payment per year to LRCF. Next slide, please. Oh, this is fun. So we have slides of our 6 homes that were from the trust. First is, go back to the first one, please. Okay, this is 1131 East Avenue, Lincoln. The rent is $800 a month, and the square footage is 528 feet. The second one is the one that has been repaired and rented June 2020. This is 790 C Street in Lincoln. The rent is $925 a month. The square footage is 949 feet. Next slide, please. Okay, the next one is picture of the 380 11th Street in Lincoln. And the rent for that property is $900 a month and square footage is 760 feet. And then 360 11th Street, Lincoln, right next door. This is rent of $950 a month and square footage of 760 feet. Next slide, please. This is the last home in Lincoln, 307 F Street. The rent of $950 a month and square footage of 768 feet. And then our one property in Marysville is 418 11th Street, Marysville. The rent is $750 a month and the square footage is 570 feet. And plus we have the 6 vacant lots, which we don't have pictures of. The next slide, please. Okay, the LRCP operating budget. This is the operating budget for the new year, the current year that we started July 1. We have beginning cash of $24,705. Income, 2 categories, donations. This is $22,000 that was is to be paid by the trust. And then rents of the 6 properties at the current rate of rent, which is $63,300. Total rent income of $85,300. Total expenses, $55,800. Net operating for the year, $29,500. Other expenses, this is a transfer to LRCF in the amount of $25,000. This is available to support club projects. Net income, positive 4,500, I'm sorry, 4,500. And ending cash is 29,205. So we've gone from cash of 24,705 to cash 29,205. Next slide, please. LRCP income statement for the prior year that ended in June 2019 to 20. Income, donations, 24,215. This is the net rents that I mentioned earlier from September through April that was paid by the trust. And then rents for the month of May and June, $96.75, $9,675. Total income, $33,380. Expenses, $13,366. And we had net income for the year of $20,624. Next slide, please. This is LRCP, the balance sheet as of June 30th of 2020. Assets, cash, $24,705. Prepaid expense, $1,845. Total assets, $26,549. Liabilities and equity, accrued expenses, $650. Security deposits, $5,275. That's 1 month rent from each of the properties. Total liabilities of $5,925. Net income, which we saw on the prior slide, $20,624. Total liabilities and equity, $26,549. Balances against assets, $26,549. Next slide, please. LRC Properties, Inc. Membership shall consist of the Board of Directors of the LRC Properties, Inc. and the trustees of the Lincoln Rotary Club Foundation. The Board of Directors of the LRCP are John, Art, Jerry, Raziella, and Daryl. Next slide. LRCF trustees are John, Jerry, Art, Raziella, Anna, Bill, Clark, Daryl, Freema, Brian, and Christine. Okay. LRC Properties, Inc. Supporting documentation. The bylaws, the articles of incorporation, financial statements, and annual budgets. I must close with giving all full credit to Daryl, who has been our leader on this project from the get-go. And he's been incredible. The hours he spent, the work he's done, he's truly outstanding. And then all the other board members, because we've worked hard and we've done, I think, a good job, and we continue to meet, and it's all looking good. So thank you all.
All right. Well, thank you very much, John, for taking us through that. And I know it's a lot to go through. So I really appreciate you and Kathleen for putting all that together over last week for the foundation.